Hey guys, Sean here from SRK Cycles. It's like 76 degrees outside. It's insane, and I've had a decent amount of requests of people saying, "Hey Sean, do a wheelie video. Show us how to do wheelies. Do a how-to wheelie video. Blah blah blah." Do a wheelie video. So I'm like, all right, let's do a wheelie video. Now, I probably should have done it on another bike. This is a great bike for it, but I haven't ridden this bike in a while. But I'm probably more comfortable on my Suzuki. But we'll figure it out. So, if you're watching this video, anyone can watch the video, who cares, I don't care. But if you're watching the video, and you think you're ready to start learning how to do wheelies and practicing wheelies, maybe I need to rephrase that. Wheelies are not a thing that you learn how to do when you first start riding bikes. You have to be very comfortable with riding bikes, and you have to want to be like, you have to get to that point where you're like, all right, I think I could feel comfortable with one wheel up off the ground and having a much less control over the bike. That's just how it is. Don't force it. If you don't feel comfortable riding a bike and you don't feel that, you don't have that need, you're like, yeah, I wanna get that front end up. Don't do it. It's not worth it, you know? But at some point in time, you will get to a point where you're like, yeah, I want to do that. And there's some people that never get to that point. They never feel like they want to have the front end up or do wheelies, or they just don't want to do it or whatever. But if you're at that point, you feel comfortable about doing it, let me tell you about the three basic type of wheelies. The first wheelie is the first one, okay. Three basic types of wheelies. Let me shift. You got, it's one of the power wheelies. So and it happens more likely on a leader bike, sometimes on 600s at the top end of first gear, where you're riding, you're full throttle, and at your maximum power band, that front end starts to come up a little bit. It normally doesn't come up very high, and then whenever you shift, it comes back down, and maybe it'll come back up in second at the end of the top, at the end of the gear. And you don't get very high, so it's not very impressive. It's kind of cool. Maybe if you got a picture of it or something like that. But that's one of them. The other one is a power wheelie where you take your bike to the power band. On a 600, it's gonna be somewhere around like 8,000 RPMs. On a leader bike, it's gonna be a little bit lower, maybe closer to 4 to 5. And then you let off the gas, and then you crack the throttle again, and to pop the front end up. And that looks kind of like this. Do it again. Alright, so you're at a good power band like this. No clutch, all throttle. On a leader bike, it's more like 4,000 to 6,000 RPMs. You can do it on a 600. You gotta be at like 8,000 RPMs to have that power band to pop it up. So that's a power wheelie. And like I said, I'll do it again. I'm gonna show you one more time. See if I can ride a little bit longer. So there's a power wheelie. Wave to my friend on the FJR. Now the other type, and especially if you're riding a 600, see, I can get a power wheelie up on my leader bike at like 4,000 RPMs, or 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs. On a 600, you got to be at 8,000 RPMs. At that point in time, you're already going like 40 miles an hour, so you never get a chance to do a wheelie to impress anybody, leaving something. You know, let's say you're at a party and you pull out of the driveway and all your friends are sitting up there. You want to pop the wheelie right here and ride it in front of them. You don't want to like go flying and then pop a wheelie a mile down the road. No one saw it. Who are we kidding? That's why you ride, that's why you do wheelies, to impress people. That's why we ride motorcycles. So the other type of wheelie is a clutch wheelie. And it's definitely a little bit more difficult. You really have to find that sweet spot, find that finesse. But it allows you to pop the front end up in maybe second or third gear, most likely second. And to pop the front end up in first gear, going much slower than you normally would be going. So on a sport bike, you could be going, you know, 5 miles an hour and just go pop it up. Once I get there's some people behind me, I'll turn around and I'll show you some examples of clutch wheelies and the benefits of clutch wheelies. And if you're looking for a place to practice this stuff, don't do it around people. Go away from people. Go away from cars, go away from stuff. What I did when I was really trying to learn how to clutch wheelie, I took my Suzuki out. I went to some back roads. This is in Georgia. I hit some back roads. You wait till no one's near you, and you just practice it. And your goal is, when you're first trying to learn how to do it, is you don't want to over rev it. Because if you over rev it and you let the RPMs go up too high, and then you dump the clutch. Okay, so what's happening is you're gonna, if you guys can see me, you're gonna be riding, keep a consistent throttle, and then go like this. So you're gonna let the bike rev up with the clutch in, and then you're gonna dump the clutch. So here's a. All right, so you're riding. You're at a consistent. See, we're going like 20 miles an hour. You're at a consistent throttle. You're just gonna go like this. But you'll get used to knowing what to hear and when to dump it. And then just do a couple. Get the front end up a little bit. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Just get it up, kind of get used to it, and then before you know it, you'll be, I mean, here's an example. Here's doing it in second gear. I came down a little hard. But the cool thing is, you can ride them, the higher of the gear that you're riding the wheelie in, kind of the easier it is to keep it up. My helmet's a little loose. When I came down there, the whole thing kind of shifted down. Hey guys, let's hear some wheelie stories. Comment below. I'd love to hear them. Everybody wants to hear your wheelie stories. Sees you doing a wheelie. Let's say your girlfriend or your wife sees you doing a wheelie. No, let's just say it's your girlfriend. Because if it's your wife, you're stuck with her. Stuck with her. There's no option. If it's your girlfriend and she sees you do a wheelie and she's like, no, why are you doing that? It's dangerous. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe she's not the one for you. But if she sees you do a wheelie and she's like, yeah, I'm impressed, that's pretty impressive, that's pretty cool. And she knows, she's like, he knows what he's doing, I trust him. You know she's a keeper. She's definitely a keeper. Think about it. Think about that. about it? You thinking about it? What would your girlfriend or wife think if she saw you rocking some sick wheelie? Comment below.